According to a report in Deadline, Jack Reacher 2 has found its director. The trade claims that director Edward Zwick is now in final negotiations to helm the sequel to Jack Reacher, which made over $215 million worldwide. Zwick had previously directed star Tom Cruise in the 2003 film The Last Samurai, and has also directed films such as Legends of the Fall, Defiance, and Blood Diamond. John, is Edward Zwick a good choice to direct Jack Reacher 2?
Yes. Yes, he is. It's kind of funny because Jack Reacher was one of those films where it was like nobody gave it a lot of attention when it was first came out. Right. Expectations were fairly low. Tom Cruise hadn't been viewed yet as returning to the power of Tom Cruise yet. And then I went to go see it with very mild expectations, and I walked out having had a really good time. I enjoyed that movie a lot, especially considering it was, what was the name of the director of the first one? Was it Macquarie?
Yeah.
Macquarie? Like, he had worked with Macquarie before on several different projects, and now I believe Macquarie is directing him in the new Mission Impossible film, which is great. So what does, Cruise and company do? Let's go back to another guy that I worked with before in another film that worked, because I actually really quite like The Last Samurai. I wasn't all that big on the last 10 minutes of it, but I thought the film was really good. So when you look at this guy's repertoire, like very quietly, this is a director who has put together a really impressive resumes with not only the titles of the films he's done, but the job he's done on those films. So I think I'm glad the movie's coming back. I'm glad, Cruise is going back to guys he's worked with before, and I'm glad that it's this guy in particular. So I like everything about this, Schnapp.
Yeah, Ed Zwick, he's also one of the creators of 30-something. The TV show.
Right.
And his first movie, Glory, is how I just knew Ed Zwick. Funny story, when I lived in Chicago, his dad ran this amazing video store that one of my roommates worked at. It was called Video Schmidio. And like James Earl Jones and all these different actors would always go there, and they would get videos. And his dad was like this really kind of brusque guy. He was like, what do you want now, Schnapp? When I'd come in, because like my roommate would work there. It was like, those 4 movies for free is what I want. So it was a great place to just like get movies constantly and watch and then return for free. That's what I love from Video Schmidio. So that's my story, Ed Zwick. Thanks to your dad. I got a lot of good movies.
For some reason, when you start talking about his dad, there he says his dad owned a big donut shop in Chicago. I don't know why. I felt like there was a universal
donuts
connection.
are in your mind because we were all expecting free donuts this morning.
Oh my gosh!
Imagine telling James Earl Jones that like he owes $1 for not rewinding his tape on time. Like, sorry, we're out of the last. What do you mean you're out of the last Starfighter?
It's worth it. You'd be like, that's it. I just want to hear you say that Darth Vader voice tone, and it's free.
Look, I think Edward Zwick has a great track record when you look at stuff like Defiance and, like you said, Glory and The Last Samurai. So he knows how to make Tom Cruise look of normal height in films. But Jack Reacher, I thought I was really let down by Jack Reacher.
Really?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I didn't like the movie.
You didn't like Werner Herzog as the villain?
I did not. The best part of Jack Reacher was the star power that Tom Cruise. Look, I love Tom Cruise. Okay, I'll go see anything that dude is in. So I will be excited to watch Jack Reacher 2 because I hope they make it better than the original. I think Zwick is the guy to do it. What I'm more nervous about is actually that Christopher McQuarrie is doing Mission Impossible 5. Now, some of those fears were alleviated when I saw the trailer and they tied him to the side of an airplane, and that looks like classic Mission Impossible. But for Jack Reacher, that film didn't get me excited to see any sequels more so than I would be just because Tom Cruise is in it. So I hope Zwick does a good job. I'm rooting for you, but doesn't move the needle a lot for me.
You know why I'm actually so excited? It's not because like, what idiot doesn't like Jack Reacher? Not that at all, because I know a number of people don't like. I just, for whatever reason, I thought, wow, that's a movie that Mark would really like. So clearly, I don't know you at all.
Well, take it back and get me something else for Christmas. You got some time.
A box of donuts.